first knit and chat video. I'm Julia and I'm a knitter. Can't really confidently say that I'm a knitter. I've just been knitting for a little more than a year, but yeah, I'm actually an artist based in Manila, Philippines. And yeah, now I'm just gonna do like a quick knit and chat video, so that it will be different from my other videos. And yeah, I have here my current project. I'm going back. I have here my boucle yarn. I got this from a Baguio supplier, and I'm currently working with this one. I'm making a cover-up sweater, not that kind of sweater that you like use for the cold weather. It's just like one of those crochet distress knitted garments that you see on Instagram. If you see those, I'm just gonna place here some photos for reference. So yeah, I'm kind of like into those designs at the moment, and as you can see, like this is how it currently looks like. It looks a little bit funky and distressed, and like it's not like other sweaters. And yeah, hopefully I can finish this by June. And yeah, it's my first time working with this like different texture of yarn. And yeah, I also got this slub mohair in like this dirty lavender rusty color, and it looks very nice. I even made the swatch of it, and yeah, it's currently on my wall. I'm just gonna put the picture over here. And yeah, this is just what I'm currently working on. And I also got some mohair. So yeah, this is this swatch that I made. This is like in the color of magenta violet shade. And yeah, I made two swatches. This one using 6mm needles, and this one using 8mm. So yeah, I'm still deciding on which one to use. Like out of this two, I'm thinking of making like a halter top for this one, because the fiber is really airy and breathable, and it's smooth. So yeah, I think it's good for the summer and for the hot weather here. So yeah, those are just some yarn updates. And yeah, originally I was supposed to film this video outside, but then it was just like it started to get really hot in the afternoon, although the lighting is really good outside. But yeah, like it's actually like rainy season here, but the weather is just like really weird. Sometimes it's really hot, and then it rains a lot, and then it's hot again on the next day. So it's been like that. And yeah, and oh, disclaimer, if this video like if the topic just like goes like that, I'm so sorry, apologies. Like it's the first time that I'm doing this. I'm not so used to like talking in front of the camera. But yeah, for the new projects that I'm working on, it's just this one, and I think I'm gonna talk a bit about my design process. I have my handy dandy sketchbook here. It used to be like my art sketchbook. Like there are some like at first they're like sketches here, just like non-clothing related, not knitting, crochet related. So yeah, but then over time when I started knitting, like it became to look like this. So now I'm gonna show you some of like the design process or design sketches that I make. So yeah, they are actually just very they're very messy, and basically this is just like for the basic structure of the clothing and the color and the measurements. So these are just like rough designs, and for the sweater that I'm currently working on right now, I made this like sketch of a crop sweater thing with like balloon sleeves. So yeah, I've been wanting to try this, but I just like have this at the back of my mind. If like I can wear something like this, that knitted sweater thing from Zara, knitted sweater or knitted arm warmers, like just sleeves and just like a little bit of the body. So yeah, I kind of want to replicate that because I'm curious also on how it would look like on me, and with like how can I pair it with other clothing, and yeah, just some other sketches here with the body, and yeah, that's just how this looks like, and that's just my design process in a nutshell. I don't follow any patterns. If I do, like I modify it a lot. So I do free-handed knitting most of the time. I do my own designs. Sometimes I just get like free patterns just to know how to do like a certain structure. Like for example, I wanted to do something in raglan, like with the method of raglan. So I'm just gonna look for a pattern that uses raglan, like a simple pattern for, let's say, a raglan sweater, and then I'm just gonna use that as a basis for the design, like on how to do it and to actually knit it, but I'm still gonna follow like the design that I made. So yeah, I hope that made sense. And it's not that like I don't like following any patterns. There are a lot of really good patterns out there, but I think I just really wanted clothing that doesn't look like anything else, that's just like unique. And yeah, like in my first months of knitting, of course, like I followed like a lot. I replicated some designs, like the Harry Styles cardigan, and then the cloud cloud cardigan, like those kinds of designs. But now I'm exploring more on different fibers, on different silhouettes and different structures. So that's it for a little bit of my design process. And yeah, next is I opened the shop last month. Is it last month? No, it's still May. This May, and those are one-off pieces from the stuff that I did back in 2021 up to this year. So yeah, if you would like to check it, the link is down below, and I'll have my IG, my Instagram here, and you can order some of them. Those are just like one-off pieces. And yeah, the reason that I actually opened a shop is that the number of knitted clothes that I have are starting to pile up. So I don't want them to just like be sitting there inside my wardrobe, so I'd rather just like put them up for sale, and then if someone buys it, then if you guys want to check it out, and if you like a piece there, then you can just DM me or click the link on my bio. And yeah, because it's not also very sustainable to just like keep on making clothes and then just leaving them there piled up in one corner. So yeah, like I have a couple of pieces that are suitable for like colder and warm weather. The thing is that last year I bought a lot of wool from We Are Knitters, and I made a lot of pieces with those. But the thing is, it's actually like 90% of the time it's like summer here and it's hot. So like me having a lot of wool pieces in my wardrobe is not just, it's not very smart to just like keep them there. And yeah, so I'm putting some of them up for sale. But yeah, now I'm moving to more summer pieces. And if you guys have like any suggestions on like what like patterns or designs that I should make, then I would be glad if you can like link them to me, or you can comment them down below. So so for now, I think I'm gonna insert some clips here of the stuff that's up in the shop right now. I have this salmon eyelet halter top. So there was a time last year or this year that I became like really interested in those like knitted designs that have holes in them. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna insert also some photos here so that you can have a reference. But yeah, for some reason I've been like getting really interested into those like weird knitted designs, so I decided to like try it on my own. And then one of those is the salmon eyelet halter top. So this one is a halter top made 100% of wool, and I added some like eyelets holes in them, so like even if like wool is generally for the colder weather, you can still wear it for like warmer weather because like there are like eyelets on them, so there will still be some airflow in it, I guess. At least that's how my mind was working during that time. I don't know if that's like scientifically accurate. But yeah, you can check that out. And another one is the seaweed halter top. That one is this one is made purely of cotton. I had a lot of scrap yarn, of leftover yarn, especially from the Harry Styles inspired cardigan that I made last year, and I couldn't really like, I was thinking of like what do I do with them, because there's quite a lot. So yeah, I just decided to make a halter top out of it. And yeah, I added also some like eyelets and holes in it to make it look different and unique. So yeah, and then another piece that I made. Just for a little background, all of these pieces are from last year and this year, and they are like very experimental in a way. I think you can see that like even in the color choice. So yeah, it's like a whole science experiment but with knitted clothes. And yeah, going back, another piece that I did was the toasted tea knitted top. So this was actually inspired by this knitter. She's Josephine Dyring. Like I saw her work on Instagram, and she has this like knitted tee, and I was like, that's interesting to have like a knitted t-shirt. So I thought to myself, hey, why, like, you know, like I can also do that. So I decided to make a knitted tee with my leftover yellow ochre. Is that yellow ochre? Yellow ochre yarn from We Are Knitters. So it is also made of wool together with Lion Brand's touch of alpaca and some leftover white cotton. So yeah, this one, it's more suitable for a little bit colder weather. If you're going somewhere kind of cold, then this one is perfect, because it's like you can actually just wear it as a kind of like a shirt, really. But if your skin is kind of sensitive with like wool and stuff, then it would be nice to also like wear it on top of like a small crop shirt or a bandeau or something. So yeah, and then the other stuff is this one. Actually, this is the tulip vest, but this one is from last year. So yeah, this is made of cotton, and it's actually a really breathable piece. It's not too warm, and like not like for the freezing weather, because it's cotton. And oh, I also made this blue halter top, but I'm not selling this one because I made a lot of mistakes here. But this is from a like a cashmere blend yarn that I had, and together with some leftover touch of alpaca yarn again from Lion Brand, and some leftover cotton yarn. So this one is like very nice for the summer. I think I'm gonna also make more of those halter tops this year, because first, they are very, how they call it, like, I guess, easy to pair with like any other piece of clothing or bottoms that you have. And it's best also for the weather here, since majority of the time it's like hot and sunny. And yeah, those are just some of the stuff that I've made so far this year, and the knitted items that I have in the shop. Yeah, I'm just, I think, not even 15% with this project. Okay, so I think that's it for the pieces for the knitwear that I made over the past year, and the stuff that's up in the shop. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna, like, for the last topic, I'm just gonna talk a bit about how I got started with knitting, since this is a knitting chat and I really haven't done a proper introduction. So yeah, I started knitting back in February of 2021, and yeah, I was just like at that point in my life. I was not in a, let's say, an okay place. It was hard, like, because it was the start of the whole COVID thing and the pandemic, and it was literally like, just, it was hard for everyone. And yeah, I was also in the period of just like figuring everything out. I was working a 9 to 11 p.m. job. I'm just a little background too. I'm actually an art director by profession, art director slash designer by profession, and I've been working in the advertising industry for almost 5 years already. So my schedule is not like the normal 9 to 5 job, and I was just like, I was hitting a low point, like career wise, and like what I wanted to do in my life. So I can't really remember when exactly I got interested with knitting, but I remember seeing that Harry Styles cardigan. It was like the trendy thing to do. I don't know if it started on TikTok, but I just saw it on YouTube, like a couple of tutorials, and was really amazed on how, like, I was like, people can make this. like I think those Harry Styles cardigans are like absolutely beautiful. And then I was like, hey, like, why don't I try this out? Because I also wanted to get into a hobby that is like more tangible. I draw and I paint, but most of the time really I do it just digitally. So I was looking for something that I can feel with my hands. And then yeah, thank goodness I stumbled upon knitting, and I followed my curiosity, and it has never been the same since then. Like, it has become more than a hobby, but like, it's actually more like a therapy. Like, when you're knitting, like, sometimes you can just like really get into this like flow state, just like when you are doing any other creative work. And I love that, and this takes time off my phone, and at least like I'm doing something productive when I am knitting. And yeah, and then I also posted my first knitting related video last year, and that kind of got a number of views. And I really enjoyed making that Harry Styles cardigan, like the JW Anderson cardigan. And yeah, that just started it all. I think I did that cardigan for like a good 2 months, and my screen time was just like really went down during that time. So then I followed also knitting YouTubers like Well Love Knits and Tiffany Liew. And yeah, they are really like big inspirations for me. And yeah, that's how it started. It's nothing really like fancy, but I'm just really glad that I stumbled upon this work of art, because here, like, I think the most common one that people do more is crocheting. Like, with crocheting, I also just started learning how to crochet last year, but just more later after knitting. And yeah, because I wanted to do something different, because like I was like, everybody crochets, why don't I try to knit? So yeah, I think with knitting it is more of like correct me if I'm wrong, like a Western European influence, because here, like in Southeast Asia, more people crochet more than they knit. So yeah, but you know, like knitting and crochet, they each have their own like advantages, and it really depends on like the garment that you're making, because some are more like suitable for crochet, some like I prefer more knitted. So especially like with sweaters and cardigans, because they are also like much lighter compared to crochet. So yeah, that's just it. And I've been knitting for just a little bit more than a year, and it's been a journey. Like in the future, I want to build a knitwear brand, like with a proper collection and a concept. But yeah, I'm still in a like an early beginner knitter, so I'm still exploring on a lot of stuff. There's like so much that I want to try. Like there's like a lot of stitches that I want to try that I haven't tried yet, a lot of pieces and silhouettes that I want to experiment on, like combining knitting and crocheting in different garments. So yeah, like it's just like knitting is also like another art form, and you know, just like any other creative endeavor and creative journey, like you go through phases, you go through different preferences, and you learn different techniques throughout the whole process, and that takes time. So yeah, my goal with this is just to, like, you know, enjoy this and have like not pressure myself too much with this, and just like to keep on learning and exploring in this art form. I think I'm gonna end this video now. I'm sorry if this was just like really rambly and just like kind of all over the place, but yeah, if you have any suggestions of like stuff that you want to like talk about, like unpopular opinions on knitting, like knitting versus crocheting, like yeah, like you can comment them down below, or you can visit my knitwear Instagram at julia.clarice. I'm gonna link it down below. You can also see like I post my works there. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you reach the end of this video, it feels awkward saying that, but yeah, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better next time, and yeah, I'm gonna have dinner now because I'm hungry, and I'm also gonna fix my table because like it's so messy right now. Just like have all like different kinds of yarns here, and yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one. So yeah.